think you're okay. You don't sound snuffy.
No.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Are we live? We are.
I think so.
Yes, we are. I see a red live button. Thank you for joining us for this Lionsgate 2024 888 is a beautiful opportunity for a celebration together and to receive these codes with intention, with desire, and I hope with need. And it's also a calibration because you're courageous to take in these energies and where they take you into some new dimensions. And it is a saying goodbye to something and a saying hello to something. And while that sounds exciting, it's also a negotiation. So thank you for joining us. I'm with my host. My official voice coming on. I'm with my beloved.
Your talk show host voice.
My beloved
It's your
who
lion voice.
envisions these love streams, plans them, orchestrates them. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook at the same time with a little bit of technology help. And you're here. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're glad to be doing this on hopefully there's no delay. It looks like there's a little bit on our end. You can let us know if it looks okay to you. Yeah, we
hello to Raphael. Thank you for being here and letting me know earlier today you were coming to join us, and Dimitra and Rihanna looks and sounds great. We're glad each of you are here, and those of you that are watching by the recording afterwards, you are just as much in the room. So thank you for just tuning this in together.
I need to fix something tech here for just
okay. We have a little tech fix going on.
I don't know if it's still streaming even or not.
It says we're live.
Okay, maybe you could just keep talking then.
Yeah, so let's oh, choppy.
Yeah, just 1 second.
We're going to see what we can do just to fix that.
Any better? I don't know what we can do. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Can you check your phone? Telling you any?
I think that's the problem.
Okay. No, he said that. See what it does.
Okay, we might be back. Thank you for
better.
You are co-creating the
I'm not sure why I'm like RAJ. Hold on 1 second, camera. Ooh, camel.
Try a small. Sorry.
Oh, the camera was off. Okay, well, all right. I think we're getting there.
Okay.
Can you see us and hear us?
We'll choose the.
No, it's not giving me that option.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll just go with this.
We'll just go with this camera.
We don't have the same video quality.
We're going to have our eyes closed most of the time anyway.
I think it's doable.
Perfect now. Well, you know.
Okay.
Okay, we don't know. We're trying to interface with this. We have multiple apps going at the same time, and they don't always like each other. So thank you for hanging in there with us.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe you can turn the lights up just a little bit. Or does it matter?
No, I'd have to crawl out of the cockpit here to do that.
Okay, let's go on.
Yes.
Glad you can see and hear us. We'll keep going.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a moment after all of that. And just if you change the microphone setting to take in the sound bowl.
Sure.
I'm just wanting to play a sound bowl for a moment here. Allow our hearts to separation in time and space. We are all connected through our hearts and our desire and our intention. And just to allow us to come out of the noisy, clamorous foyer and into the sanctuary. Beautiful. Thank you for going there with us.
We so appreciate that. And thanks for riding the wave with us too of different tech things that we have going on. Wanted to share just a little bit about Lionsgate, the energies of it, what we were feeling about it for ourselves, and then also invite you in the comments to anything you want to share about your intentions for this portal and these sort of peaking energies. And peaking doesn't necessarily mean high frequency, like you're just in bliss all day, although maybe you are, but also catalytic and opportunistic. There's an opportunity here in this passage. And often as I look back on it, it usually was a marker of some kind of shifting or transition, whether it was mostly internal or between you and I or as a community, a marker, if you will. And that has been, I guess we could say historically, how it was viewed, particularly in Egypt, when they would see this alignment with the pyramid and the star Sirius, the soul star and the dog star, as they called it, and they would feel and do a lot of ceremony around it because they would feel that this was a magical time. So that's what we're tuning into here. And then we also have, of course, numerologically that it's 8/8 and it's an 8-year.
2024 equals 8.
Yeah, so it's all of the 8 energy, which is usually about manifestation, abundance, wealth, not necessarily material wealth, but whatever wealth means to you. And all of that, when you have repeating numbers, as you know, amplifies it.
Yeah. So this is something that you can infuse with your intention and co-create the blank palette of it for what you would like it to be. And that's why we welcome you to share what your need or desire or intention is, what you would like this Lionsgate portal to take you into. Maybe it's completing some things in your life that you know they're ready to be let go of. And there's some new timelines that you are feeling parts of you aching to go into. And that is a sacred propulsion system in your desire. And you wouldn't be here if you didn't have desire. And you're only partially here with a quelled desire. This is the desire. It's of the masculine of the father principle. It's not necessarily literal gender here, but the father is representative in the Egyptian understanding as being the source of all that is, the one. And we're talking about mystery here. And the reverence you bring to any mystery is what opens it out. And it's the beholding of the mystery that creates your relationship with it. So I want to feel what your reverence is. If you feel comfortable to share it in the chat, we can read those comments together.
Anna has one if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Here's your glasses.
Thank you, Anna. Anna, I woke up feeling refreshed and joyful, like a vitality renewal. My partner felt it personally too. Recent greater awareness and responsibility seem to be shifting things inwardly and outwardly. I have felt the very same thing, Anna. So that's really interesting to feel it living in you that way as well. And so there is a sobriety here and a celebration about our choices are a big piece. So
I like this piece too about personal awareness and responsibility, because I think that is, as we're saying, the Lionsgate veils are lifting, there's more energies coming in, and that increases your awareness and your intuition and whatever clairs you have running and active. You'll be connecting to different things, even if it's just desire.
Yes.
And then there's a responsibility to that from within, and how you hold that, how you respond to parts of you who may resist it, may resist the awareness that comes through, as particularly if it leads to change or transition. That, of course, is going on hugely right now. Maybe it is mostly internal, but it can be external too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like careful what you wish for, that kind of thing, because parts may feel overwhelmed about opening up, and even resistance to opening up awareness because of what becomes conscious that had been buried,
So are you willing to be vulnerable to your own needs and wanting support, is what I hear you saying, Jelelle.
Yeah.
And to be in growth, to be in fully awakening, enlivening, growing place right now is to increase, not decrease, your sense of need. You don't become more independent. You become humbled before the infinity. And of course, this 8 symbol here is the the sign of infinity. And it's at times it can feel like we're on a racetrack there, like a figure 8 racetrack, coming over this cross point, entering it and leaving it, and just in an amplified, sped up time. Or it can feel like it's really, really slowly moving. But whatever that movement is your life force. That is your soul's drive, propulsion. And if it doesn't feel vulnerable and needy, I think there's a detachment going on. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Rihanna has a comment.
Thank you. Rihanna says, yes, I'm feeling the end of some inner and outer cycles of putting my own needs and desires aside to maintain the environment and relationships around me. I feel now how my biggest service to myself and others is to really ask for what I want, to create everything that my parts dream of having. They're wanting more flow, more connection, communication, which I'm finding from freeing up my truth and passion. There is a powerful intention right there. And I feel that receiving these codes into that need, into that vulnerability, so we could ask, Rihanna, what if you didn't make this step now that you're being invited into. You would persist. The pattern of the present would be the blueprint going into the future. You would manifest more despair. And as a young woman, what if you add another 10 years to that, or 20 years, or 30 years? It becomes formidable. And so I love this, and feeling the connection, how your needs is not out of sync with the needs of others. This is really beautiful. If you're choosing what is truly the right thing for you, it is the right thing for everyone around you. And even if that produces dissonance or a sorting of the relationship.
And, Rihanna and I were even talking this morning about, the Lion's Gate and this kind of roar energy that may be coming through that isn't necessarily anger. It can also be advocacy. And I think for women, there's a womb roar. We call it, where the womb is just, no, this isn't working for me, and I need to bring my truth around this and advocate for something here, which can be really challenging if you have more of a people pleaser, avoiding conflict kind of egoic personality going on. I think there's a masculine version of that roar as well that comes back to that responsibility and being responsive. And
I've certainly had that people pleasing dynamic, and it's been a deep negotiation to bring my needs, my truth, my direct with care, and sort through all the reactions that come with that, and the fears of loss, that being direct, I'll just thin out the people who will want to be around me, is the fear. And so parts of us can really hold timelines where that was the truth for them. That was their experience. And when we set these intentions, we're going to bring up these dissonances back into our awareness, only to move through them, hopefully, not to hunker down in them and recreate them. Rihanna says, even here at getting to the place where our body physically can't hold it anymore. And so that's a big one, where all of us are feeling being kind of like checkmated by the body, where the body is rumbling. And do we just write that off to some 3D medical explanation, or do we really take the message of the body? So,
that is Demetra. Yes. Okay.
At the moment, as I'm completing with mating with the family matrix, and how much this has been bleeding in my sacred union bond and my desire land. I love that word, desire land. Feeling a strong need to own up my sacred desires and keep energizing them more for myself and parts of me. The resistance around those desires too, as it's always been energizing the pain for me as the normal, welcoming and opening up to the new normal of my desire land and pride land. Those are words from Lion King, right?
We decided that, Demetra and I, that desire land was feminine and pride land was masculine.
Okay.
In the higher frequency versions of that.
Okay.
And that's perfect for Lion's Gate, because you think of lions connected to that.
The new normal of my desire land and pride land inside and out for myself and in sacred union, even if so much of it is in the unknown for me right now, trusting that for myself right now with the divine fire. Yes. I support that roar and that fire and that inner domain that you are inhabiting, Demetra. That's really, really beautiful. And it's a gift to me. I feel the inspiration in it. I feel the gift it is to watch you with grounded gravity, gravitas of the lion, his roar, the lioness. So
there's definitely a sacred union transmission in this too, that I've always felt about Lion's Gate. That's why I shared on Facebook this wonderful woman who does light codes, that she does actually on paper with glitter pen, I think it is, really meticulous light coding. And then she'll add a picture behind it, and it was a lioness and a lion. And these codes that she was associating with Lion's Gate today. And so that inner, of course, we talk so much about inner sacred union, so that your masculine and your feminine and what is there, what brings them more into union today, or maybe it's both your inner union, but then your mateship as well. I think that's a big, because we always think of lions and lionesses, right?
Right. And so even if you're not in a mateship right now and you are desiring one, that is in your future. Your desire is blueprinting that into your future. But there is no time in the higher dimension. So it is with you, even though not yet in outer manifestation. The inner manifestation, you're working on it. You're re-inhabiting your pride land and desire land. While in waiting for the deeper manifestation of that. So you're changing, you're serving the future by what you're choosing and being with in the present. Yeah.
Thank you for all the comments. They're wonderful. Really makes this experience of being live richer than us just doing a video on this. Because we respond to you. I think it's Jasper.
Oh, thank you, Jasper. Moving into more of a balanced flow while being in such activation, leaning into more feeling ground and listening to my whole self and not sitting in cruise control. Yeah. Wow. So that's just bringing awareness to there's a pattern, there's a energy that can just carry, there's things at hand to kind of be on autopilot, as you say. We all know that. But how beautiful, you bring in your awareness, your reverence to the sacred temple of your life, and going, okay, there's that impulse, but what about tweaking that? And so that's,
excuse me.
As we enter into such a turbulent time, navigating all this with communication, trusting every step of the way. I wanted to say, and just if I could, a moment, Jasper, you're speaking to the turbulent time in the collective. And I just got a reminder this morning of how much of a heightened, I'm aware, but I can take in news only to a certain degree. I generally know what's going on. I have no interest in knowing the detail of it, but it is very evident that our collective humanity on Earth at this time is in a peak moment of death and rebirth. And I get a strong feeling of the sorrow and sadness that we are about to witness, and the opportunity here that's really to leverage into what we really want and need and desire and dream of. Both are true. And I believe the divine is holding it all. But for us as individuals, there's this opportunity to really leverage this, or just allow ourselves to flounder instead of flourish. And there will be a sea of humanity in flounder around us. There is right now. That's not a prophecy about the future. There is right now. And so this intentionality serves that in the collective. You flourishing is the biggest gift to me and humanity. So,
it's a definite tipping point right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Jasper. And Anna says, thank you for this. It brings so much, brings to mind relief of previously intense. I might be missing a piece of that comment for some reason.
Do you want to look up here?
Yeah.
Or I can read it too.
Sure.
Previously intense menstrual cycle symptoms I'm experiencing this time, including less pain and heaviness physically and emotionally, some peaceful, greatly noticeable ease in all these respects. All this seeming to accumulate in conjunction with my greater acceptance of what is currently. Oh, that's beautiful. I hope our recent session helped with that. But just a less heightening and more acceptance and flow and surrender. And trust. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for your comments, Raphael, as well. I realize you're also new to the room. So a lot of us in here, people have been doing sessions with us for quite a while, and some are in our community. So I appreciate you continuing to flow your words in there. And Lauren as well.
Raphael, yes, Lauren, thank you too. Raphael, thank you. In Buddhism, the teaching to let go of desire, that is ego, not seeing divine self. A spiritual law of the throat chakra is the surrender of personal will to divine will. Yeah, there's a lot of negotiation there with different belief systems and value systems and what parts of us could be attached to and what their needs are around that, certain ideals. And I've certainly been a man of many ideals that have changed and morphed and continue to. And I think we're all in that. So yeah, and harvesting the beauty out of each of these paths and how they want to be updated inside of us.
We're feeling divine desire is what we're tuning into there.
Yeah.
Sarah has a comment.
Oh yeah, Sarah. We've missed you, Sarah, and you are back here today.
I can read it too if you need me to.
I'm just going to find it there. There it is. I like the word family matrix that Demetra used. I want to keep exiting, clearing, and completing that as well. Keep unanchoring from the karmic field and keep stepping into the higher frequency timeline, inside and out, into my maturity, sustained goodness, and genuine connection with others, giving back to others and contribute to a balanced environment. Whoa, that's such a
what an intention.
New and emerging you, Sarah, that is full of life and purpose and guidance too, and with a need.
I think you speak for many of us there. I feel that same thing.
Yeah,
that's our ongoing divine self-embodiment process, isn't it? That maturation, leaving the family conditioning behind, individuation, reconciliation of the karmic, and arriving where we are in this moment.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And next was
Sarah Jane.
Oh, hello, Sarah Jane.
I had a lovely day as I took my friend to a ruined church on the Michael Mary ley line before it goes into the North Sea, connected into Glastonbury and Avalon to get him his kingship back and his true masculine template. We had white, emerald, and amethyst lions in attendance.
Wow.
As I anointed his head, heart, feet with frankincense and his sword, and my chalice reconnected. Felt very special, totally in the rebirth energies today. Happy. Whoa.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Michael Maryline, yes.
What a pile of deep intention and awareness.
And what a sweet, even though it was a masculine friend, but to give love to the masculine and serve the masculine in that way. And then knowing your desire for a mateship and how being in that goodness of serving the masculine, it transmits to the mate potentially. It just beams from your heart and from your womb. Speaking.
Wow. Wow. Yes, we missed you. As Demetra is saying, we missed you, Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah's been deeply connected with us for years and took a needed time on an initiation of her own without being in connection with us, and we're just negotiating with her coming back into the deeper core room with us, and it feels a very interesting piece that this is happening right at this portal as well.
So. We also have a beloved member, sister, friend, student, Kasha, who has been with us for a number of years and shared recently that she is also, we're kind of tending to call them solo initiation phases. And And we're more like a family, really, soul family community, and we're very small. So when it just feels right to us and to take some space for a time, it's a big piece. And so we have that occurring with her, and then Sarah coming back in, and this conjunction of Lionsgate. So you may be seeing and feeling shiftings in relationships for yourself, or around you. And I think the biggest piece we were feeling as a community was being in goodwill in that, being real and transparent and current and honest with each other, but also being in goodwill and not being charged, or really honoring the love and having, if there's a grief process is not all that different than a reunion process to me. It's and it's a portal. We so in our culture and in 3D avoid grief. And in that avoidance, there's a whole lot of stuff that gets parked in the emotional body and in the physical body and in our relationships. And so the allowance of grief and all of its complicated waves, where it takes us, I actually find it a really beautiful process to surrender into. And the more you surrender into it, interestingly, the quicker it moves. The more I find that it's not so much 7 stages of grief anymore. It's like moving through and being with each as it comes up expedites it to open up to the next. So being in both the goodness and what's being lost, or what's missing, what will be missing.
We're really wanting to foster more of this intentional space in our energetic container and room of relationship with one another. And I can speak from personal experience that I've made great strides at times in my life and really felt like, man, I'm such a different being. And then to reach a ceiling where the skies become kind of dim and clouded, and I'm, as Jasper was saying earlier, there's an autopilot that's filling in. Cruise control that's kind of filling in, and a fear and a knowledge that there is some energies that are emanating from me that are less resonant, less supportive, more edgy. And can I find that part of me and that what its needs are? And there can be some trial and error around that, and some grading, and having others be willing to bring their transparency and their need. It's not about making one of us wrong, but it is about speaking to the dissonance and wanting to, and the love, and knowing when someone's time in an alchemical container is not serving them, where they need another container. And we don't need to make them right or wrong, or even understand it all the way, but to be in this care and transparency is the invitation. So we're getting a big support from this Lionsgate portal for that very thing.
Absolutely. I'm itchy to play the drum now.
So we're going to take you into a transmission now, and we're going to have drumming, the sound bowls, and toning. And if you've got enough privacy there, I invite you to join us. Let your throat chakra take this movement through you. Let you feel your intention. Maybe it's a baptism.
Particularly this one.
Yes.
I would say there might be a roar, there might be a whoo. Who knows?
You can tell us about it and digest it.
We won't judge you. We can't.
No, and there's opportunity before we close to maybe share a piece of that in the chat if you want to. If that serves you, you might share it with us later in private, and that's beautiful as well. And we'll feel that together with you. So get comfortable or uncomfortable, whatever works for you. And Jelelle's going to be kind of letting go on this drum here.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to let go on my voice because I just feel it. I need to.
Okay.
We're good with the microphone setting?
Yeah.
Inviting you now along with your divine self and any parts of you from this life, your inner child, your inner teenager, or a soul aspect. Maybe you can literally feel a part that knew these high frequency energies from the enlightened Egyptian period. Taking them with you now as we go back to this higher dimensional Lion's Gate portal. Stretched out before us are the pyramids. And though a mystery in our present timeline, here they have great clarity, technology, and transmission. Feel the reunion with your power. With your desire. With the lifeblood of your intention. Moving through your being now. Seeing the invitation of this portal. Inviting you to cross through it. To fully receive it. And all of its activations. Including sorrow and joy. The letting goes as well as the letting ins. When you're ready, in your timing, I invite you to cross through, over this threshold, through this doorway, this portal, however you are seeing it.
Maybe you're seeing a pride of lions around, seem to be drawn. Just your inner lion and lioness are representing your mateship counterpart.
Take initiative now to feel an inventory of what you're feeling in your body. What you're seeing. What you're hearing come to you and come through you, declaring your new being arising, intention, all the support you could ever dream of, being here now for you.
So much love from Divine Mother for you and wherever you are in your journey, and a welcome home to your heart, to your power, to your truth, to your essence. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Beautiful.
I really hope you're feeling these support for your deeper embodiment, more of your divine self.
Yes.
All the way down, every expression of your life, here in all the dimensions that you express in.
We're very open in the time we have if you want to share what you experienced there. That was fun.
It was. We probably felt us just being self-permitted. And so we're not achieved musicians here. We're just giving ourselves the permission. And
Yeah. And I think from my womb, it was a particularly nice to express in the drumming sometimes, just to allow it to build, to allow an energy to build, and then allow it to release. So maybe you experienced something with that. I sort of felt, I actually could see, that's what I saw anyway, was these lions coming in to the beat of the drum, and they were sort of like coming in, you know. They were like, ooh, they were gathering, and that was really interesting.
Yes.
And then I was kind of playing for them, to be honest. So I hope it worked for you. So I'm playing for them, and they're coming in, and then it's kind of it peaking the drumming.
Yeah.
And then this softness comes in that's like the other side of the release, the other side of the gathering, the goodness, the integration, the coming home. And that was the welcome home code that seemed to be coming through. And you described that 8 as a racetrack kind of thing. You know, you're going up one side and down the other, and kind of honoring it all.
Yes. The need to depart, the gravitational pull to return.
Yeah, exactly.
I flew somewhere else deeply, Rihanna says, in that meditation.
No.
I mostly felt a lot of peace and support from the lions, but also have some time by the fire with them, the dance, and let out some energy. I feel them transmit both energy, release, and then peace on the other side too. We are so attuned to the feline energy.
How
here.
cats zoomy, they get, you know, they have this release of energy and then they pass out.
They get utterly still.
Yeah.
And go to other dimensions, and they're not bored.
It's a good day to connect with a cat if you have one. But.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
And thank you for the other comments too of Dale and feeling so many vibrations, and Sarah. Welcome. That was beautiful. And Anissa, loved all the different sounds. Yeah, I had my whole band. I had my whole band of instruments here today.
Anna said, you know, feeling anger and resentments passing through. Yes, like what wants to get dislodged is going to be. And so there can be surprises here. And
there's truth in that anger, though.
Not to feel this as an instability, but as a portal and opportunity, not to be surprised by the range of feeling that comes up.
Did you want to read Sarah's, or do you want me to?
Sure. I saw the 888 portal in front of the pyramids and Divine Mother holding the space around it all. Stepping through the portal was easy and organic. It's time. I saw a beautiful white-blue lioness at night and a lion, her counterpart, running through the night with a passion.
Running through the night.
And both coming together in mateship. Whoa, what a potent.
I think that's what the drumming was too, right? It's that
masculine and feminine coming
that
together.
Running, that masculine running.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Sarah.
Yum. It's nice.
Emerald and amethyst lines again, says Sarah Jane. And so the cat came and sat on my lap for sure. And like they want in on it.
Yeah, cats I've heard people have told us stories about that too. They'll play our transmissions out and the cats really like it, usually pass out. Our cats are all passed out outside in the sun because it's 30 degrees Celsius outside. So they like that. This was really enjoyable. Thank you.
Yeah, we'd love to hear if they don't get the opportunity on the live stream today. If you're comfortable in the public comments, you're welcome, but you're also welcome just to message us and connect and see possibly you'd like to explore deeper engagement with us. There's more of our weekly love stream.
Next Wednesday, we're back to Wednesdays.
Yeah, back on Wednesday. We
don't know what we're doing yet.
We deferred today because of 8/8, Thursday today, but we also have our monthly group call.
That's on the 18th, Sunday the 18th.
Yeah.
And is the inner child.
And that might be all you can take in and a real boost in a support. And if you're feeling something and wanting some more personal support, Jelelle and I both do one-on-one sessions with people as well as with couples. And we'd love to have an intro with you, a free intro to talk about a little bit more about what that could be and some engagement with you and some communication and work at arranging that together. So.
Yeah. And you'll kind of feel from here, the reason we're doing these, for the transmission of them, but we're also offering them free. If you want to offer us a donation, that's wonderful. And we have our donation, our PayPal and all of that information, but we also feel that it's a good taste of us. It's a sense of us, and it's a transmission versus we do a lot of writings and we have 5 books or something, but really it's in the transmission of our energy for which you'll feel if you're resonant or not.
Yeah.
If it speaks to you, if you feel something from it, and then if you want to explore that deeper.
I would
as well
love to receive any donation of any amount. We would. It's a powerful way to intentionalize yourself, a gift to yourself and a beautiful gift to us. And so we have no problem receiving that with joy and gladness.
And even the exchange of your comments is an exchange for us, because I can't imagine if we were sitting here and there was nothing.
No,
we would not come alive. We'd be like, we might as well just do a video whenever we want to. But you make it alive by your contributions.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back on Wednesday next week.
Yes, thank you guys.
Have a good Lionsgate.
Okay, it goes on for days. So
bye.
You're in it now.
Whoops. Okay.